Hi friends, welcome back. And if it's your first time in this channel, thank you for being here. My name is Jennifer. Today I'm going to offer a 45-minute vinyasa class. We'll be opening the front and back of the body to finish the class with a yummy back bend. So my invitation as always is just for you to take whatever works for you. If something doesn't resonate with you, just don't do it. If you're ready, we're going to start actually here on a comfortable hero pose. So if you have a blanket or maybe even a yoga block, you can find it behind you. So you can start with your knees together or maybe just slightly apart at the top of your mat. Your feet are going to be wide so you can rest your hips right on top of your block or whatever prop you're using. And to take note. So make sure that there's no discomfort on your knees or neither on your ankles. If this variation doesn't work for you, you can just find a cross-legged position. Good, if you're here on modified pose, press your tailbone into either the floor or the block. Notice the front of your body, hug your ribcage gently in. So now you're creating more length through your spine as you lift with the crown of your head. Relax your shoulders and rest your palms on your thighs. Close your eyes. With your eyes closed, look at the space between the eyebrows. And then notice your breathing. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Breath in through your nose. Open mouth. One more time, inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Seal the lips, inhale through your nose. One full round of breath. With your inhale, bring your arms up to the ceiling. And then when you exhale, open your eyes, bring your hands in front of you for a tabletop position. Hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and then extend your right leg behind you, tuck your toes. You're going to press your heel back and then forward. So you're going to stretch the back of your leg just in case there's any tension from seated on heroes. When you're ready, bring your right knee in, remove your block from your space or whatever you were using, and then extend the other leg. Tuck your toes, rock your heel back and forward. When you're ready, come to center tabletop, finding the hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And extend your right leg behind you with your 5 toes pointing down to the floor. Firm your lower abdominal as you move the navel in towards your lower back. Extend your left hand in front. And then reach long with your fingers, but without moving your arm bone way too forward. So bring the top of the arm bone into your shoulder socket. Okay, now elongate with your back leg as you actually press your heel behind you. Take another rich inhale. Only your left hand comes down to the floor. Step your right foot outside of your right hand for runner's lunge. So lift your back knee and scoop your knee farther back. Both hands stay in front of inside the right ankle. And then just take note here how this feels. You can stay with your toes on tuck behind you, or option to bring your right hand to your right thigh just for a nice gentle twist. Look to the right. Bring your hands inside the right foot, tuck your toes behind you, lift your back knee. Now step your left foot outside of your left hand for Malasana. Toes are out, heels are in. Lower your hips as much as it's accessible to you. You can keep them higher with the elbows on top as a way to modify. Good, if you can, keep the elbows inside the knees and then press them out. Feel the inner arches of your feet lifting. And then find your Mula Bandha. The lift of the pelvic floor, and also your Uddiyana Bandha, that lower abdominal. Move it slightly in and up. Relax your shoulders. Okay, keeping your feet the way you have them. As you inhale, come up, extend the legs, bring your arms over your head. Sorry, I'm losing my mic here. Bring your arms over your head. Now, as you exhale, hands in prayer, lower your hips back to Malasana. Same thing, inhale, extend the legs, bring your arms over your head. As you exhale, hands in prayer, lower your hips. One more time, inhale, extend the legs, arms up. Now stay here. With your exhale, grab your left arm under your right arm. So cross the elbows, bring your hands to your shoulders. Stay here or lift your fingers as you press the back of your palms together or cross your palms. Now with your next inhale, lift your fingers and your elbows. Keep them up. As you exhale, just lower your hips and then bring your elbows into your chest. With your inhale, extend the legs, lift your fingers high. Exhale, elbows into your chest as you lower your hips. Inhale again, lift as you press your forearms against one another. Exhale, lower your hips. We'll meet at the top. Inhale with your eagle arms, reach your fingers high. Stay here. With your exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Bring your toes to face in front now. Inhale, open up your chest with a soft bend on your elbows. And then soften your knees and fold forward with the arms over the head. Just relax your head completely. You can find a strap between your palms if you need more space for your shoulders. If you're making a fist, press your palms together. And just notice your elbows. Make sure you're not hyperextending your arms. Keep a soft bend on the knees. Feeling a nice gentle opening on the back of your legs. When you exhale, release your hands to the floor, halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold forward. Rise up, inhale to mountain pose. Bring your arms over the head. Bring your toes to face out, your heels in. Now exhale, bring your right arm under the left. Find your hands on the shoulders or grab your arms for your eagle arms. Now lift your fingers, lift your elbows. As you exhale, lower your hips. Elbows into your chest. Inhale, reach up. Press your forearms as you bring the elbows away from your chest. And then exhale, lower your hips. And try to keep a nice straight back instead of rounding. Inhale, come up. Press the heels as you lift your fingers from your inner thighs. Exhale, lower your hips. And this is your last one. Inhale, we'll meet at the top. Extend the legs, lift your fingers high. And then exhale, interlace the fingers behind your back, finding the opposite grip. Bring your toes to face to the front. Inhale, open up your chest as you keep a soft bend on your elbows. And then soften the knees, fold forward with the arms over your head. Fully relax your head. Make sure you're not trying to look in front, just look behind you to the back of your mat. Move your abdominal, your lower abdominal towards your spine to create more space for the front of your pelvis to tilt forward. Release your hands to the floor or to your shin bones. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Now step your right foot behind you as you exhale. Runner's lunge. Drop your right knee to the ground. Okay, you want to make sure the right knee is behind your right hip. When you're ready, option to take a gentle twist. Left hand to your left thigh. And just feel the space. Look at the space you're creating from your left leg and your chest as you push your right hand into the floor and you open up towards the sky. Now bring your left hand to the floor. Bring your right knee under your right hip more. Tuck your toes behind you. Keep your palms on the ground. Lift your left leg behind you. So you can extend your heel to the back with your quadricep pointing down to the ground. There's no arching on your lower back here. So find your lower abdominal all the way up, lengthening your sitting bones to the back heel. Now extend your right hand in front with your fingers reaching long. Notice the length. You are on a nice active pose, so your palm on the ground, it's your support, your foundation, make it strong by spreading the fingers wide and actively pressing your palm into the ground. Take another inhale. Exhale, tabletop, bring your hands and knees down. Inhale here, option to arch your back, look forward, tuck your toes behind you. Downward facing dog, exhale, hips to the ceiling. Finding the first inverted V shape, elongating through the sides of your neck. Soften the knees. If you feel that your upper back is rounding, imagine that you're gonna touch your thighs with your chest. Okay, so lift your tailbone. You're elongating your arms by pressing the floor away. With your ankle, come forward into high push-up position, shoulders on top of your hands. Set a strong foundation. Once again, open the fingers wide. Inhale here. Now exhale, downward facing dog. You're gonna do it again. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale one more time, roll all the way onto your tiptoes. And then exhale, come all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes behind you for Shalabhasana. Point your toes behind you, hands behind your back. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your legs. Press your pelvis into the pelvis into the floor. And your gaze is down to your mat. Take another inhale as you lift. Exhale, tuck your toes, hands by your ribcage, elbows are bent. Inhale into modified plank, so keep your knees down, hips up, chest up. Downward facing dog, exhale, lift. Inhale where you are. This time, walk your hands to the back of your mat, exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Rise up, inhale, mountain pose, arms over your head, lengthen through your sides. And then exhale, take it down, fall forward, Uttanasana, relax your head. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat, either down dog or all the way into plank. Option to drop your knees, inhale. This time, halfway down, bend your elbows, low push up. Up dog, inhale, feet flat behind you, open up your chest. To downward facing dog, exhale, lift. Take a breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back off your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale, fold forward. Rise up, inhale, arms over your head. Palms touch, lengthen. Exhale, take it down, hinge at the hips, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Lower abdominal away from the floor. Exhale, walk your hands top of your mat. Inhale on your plank, option to drop the knees or not. Exhale, halfway down, low push up. Firm your legs. Inhale, open up your chest. Downward facing dog, exhale, left. One more, inhale. Walk your hands to the back of your mat, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Fold forward, breath out. Rise up, inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, take it down, fold forward, relax your head. Halfway lift, inhale to lengthen. Walk your hands top of your mat into plank. Inhale on the plank. Exhale, low push up. Inhale, open up your chest. Downward facing dog, exhale. Stay here. Lift your right leg to the ceiling, inhale. Exhale, right foot forward in between the hands, low lunge. Arms to the ceiling, inhale. With your exhale, bring your left arm under the right, the way you did earlier for eagle arms. Press your palms. Inhale, lift your fingers high. Exhale to the ground. Inhale into plank. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, open your chest. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it forward, low lunge. Rise up, inhale, crescent lunge. Right arm under your left, exhale, cross. Once you have your palms, inhale, lift your elbows high. Exhale to the ground. Inhale into plank. Exhale, low push up. Open your chest, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Same thing. Exhale, step it forward, low lunge. Arms up, inhale into crescent lunge. Left arm under the left, exhale. Either just a hug or inhale, lift your fingers high. Exhale to the ground. Inhale into plank. Exhale, low push up. Inhale, up facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it forward, low lunge. Rise up, inhale, crescent lunge. Right arm under the left, exhale. Inhale, lift your elbows, look up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, low. Inhale, up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Once more, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward. Arms up, inhale into crescent. Exhale, left arm under. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale to the ground. Inhale into plank. Exhale, low push up. Inhale, open your chest. Downward facing dog, exhale. Last one, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it to the front. Rise up, inhale, crescent. Exhale, right arm under. Lift your elbows high, inhale. Exhale to the ground. Inhale into plank. Firm your core, exhale, low push up. Inhale, open up your chest. Downward facing dog, exhale. Big toes touch, inhale. Walk your hands to the back of your mat, exhale. Flat back, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Bend the knees, inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands in prayer, twist to the right, left elbow side of your knee. Keeping the knees aligned, look to your right side, maybe up to the ceiling. Okay, take your own expression of the twist. You can open up your arms, or you can play with an arm balance if it's part of your practice. You're leaning to your left side with that right shoulder. And take another inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk your hands top of your mat into plank. Inhale on your plank. Exhale, low plank. Open up your chest, inhale. Downward facing dog, breath out. Big toes touch, inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back of your mat. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands in prayer, twist to your left side, right elbow side of your knee. From your abductor muscles, your inner thighs, to set a strong foundation on your lower body. Okay, and then from that place, you can deepen into your twist. Find your own expression on this side. Make sure that the front of your shoulders are moving back, away from the sternum. You want to make your collarbone wide. Breath in here. Full forward breath out. Flat back inhale. Hands to the top of your mat. Exhale into plank. Inhale here, firm your legs. Exhale, low push up. Inhale, open up your chest. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Stay here, breath in. Open mouth. Seal the lips, inhale. Through the nose, breath out. Lift your right leg to the ceiling, inhale. Now exhale, step the right foot forward in between your hands. Bring your back heel down. Open up into warrior two. Your right knee is gonna point straight towards the big toe. So make sure your big toe, it's not on an angle. It's facing to the top of your mat. Okay, when you're ready, open up your arms. Okay, it might take a couple of more breaths to fully settle into your pose. From the bottom of your feet, press down into your mat to activate your legs. Now you can create more length on your upper body as you lift your waistline away from your hip creases. And then relax your shoulders. Look to your right mid finger, or maybe even close your eyes. Take another breath in. Now reach to the front for side angle, right elbow on top of your thigh. Lift your left hand to the ceiling. Or bring your arm over the ear for the extended variation. Okay, so your choice here, wherever you want to take it. You can find a block inside your right foot. You can take a half bind or full bind if you feel ready for one. Okay, once you find your own expression, can you fully be in stillness? And just focusing on the breath in and out through the nose. Letting go of any fidgeting, any need to do or think something that it's not related to your practice. Just be here. Firm your back leg more as you squeeze your inner thigh. Reverse triangle. Inhale, extend the right leg, reach your right hand to the ceiling as you firm the legs. Now with your exhale, press your palm behind you. Yeah, the right palm, press it towards the back of your mat. Take another rich inhale. Now exhale, bend the knee and cartwheel your hands to the floor. Drop your left knee to the ground. And if you have blocks, this is where you can use them. Bring them to the tallest setting. Now before anything, lift your back knee and scoop it farther away from your left hip. Once you have that, walk your blocks with you. Okay, so you're gonna frame your hips with your blocks and then send the pelvis forward. Now press your right heel strongly onto the floor and imagine you're gonna drag the front of your mat in with your heel. So now you're activating both legs actually. Okay, now notice the lower abdominal moving in and up. So you're creating length from your side rib cage, and then option to keep walking your blocks behind you. So move your shoulders back and away from the ears. Okay. So this should be plenty. If you don't have blocks, then you might want to keep both hands on top of your right thigh. Or once the front of your body is nice and open, by moving the shoulders and elbows back, you can interlace the fingers behind you, make a fist. Now your arms, extend them as much as you can without hyperextending. Maybe rest your fists on the back of your left leg. Now notice your neck, the back of your neck. Keep it long. It's an extension of your spine, so keep that nice length. You're not looking straight up to the ceiling. You're slightly looking forward and up. If you have your blocks, you can bring them, the hands to your thighs, your hands to your blocks, or yes, to your thighs. Very slowly, bring your torso to center. Just take a moment here to neutralize your spine. Inhale, tuck your toes behind you. And remove your blocks. Push the floor away with your left hand as you lift your back knee. Now step your right foot either halfway with the big toe facing to the right hand to the ceiling for a modified Vashisthasana, or stack your right leg on top. If your legs are together, flex your feet, gaze down to the floor so you can actually balance better. Now lift your hips. You're here for 3. Deep breath for 2. With your exhale, right hand down. Take a plank, maybe down dog, inhale. Low push-up, exhale. Open your chest, inhale. Downward facing dog, breath out. Cleansing breath, inhale. Open mouth. And seal the lips. Inhale in and out through your nose. If you're ready, lift your left leg to the ceiling. Now step the foot forward in between your hands. Bring your back heel down. Warrior 2, inhale. Okay, so settle into your space. You can check your feet, especially the front foot. Your toes, 5 toes are facing on a straight line to the front. Okay, now feel your back leg, your quadricep, you're pressing it back as you root down with your heel. Find your Mula Bandha, the lift of the pelvic floor, to find more stability on your spine here. You can close your eyes, send your gaze inwards. Sometimes it helps really connect with the physical body and just noticing every muscle that is working like a symphony with the rest of your body. Relax your shoulders, but keep your arms very active. You're reaching outwards with your fingers. With your next exhale, side angle, reach to the front, left elbow down, right arm up. Good, and just take a moment to check in with that top shoulder. Sometimes it wants to move towards the floor that you're facing. So if that's the case, can you move it back? Visualize a wall next to your left heel and lean against it. Okay, now stay right here or use your props if you did on the other side. Just a few more breaths. Match the variation you took on the other side as an option. And then once you find your stillness, visualize your right rib cage rotating against your imaginary wall behind you. And in your left rib cage, it's threading forward towards the floor on your right side that you're facing. Reverse triangle. Inhale, extend the leg. Lift your left hand, now pause. You're reaching up first from the big toe all the way to your palm, creating length. And then exhale, press it to the back. With your next exhale, rebend the knee. Drop your right knee to the floor. And then right away, scoop it as far back as you can. Okay, you can walk your hands on top of your thigh or grab your blocks and then walk your blocks with you so you can frame your hips. Okay, now send the pelvis forward so that you're in a nice deep lunge. Now your left heel, press it down and then drag your heel in. Right there, your hips are gonna square. So your right hip, it's even gonna rotate slightly forward. Keep the lower body nice and firm the way that you have it. Now you can create length to the upper body. So lift the lower, your belly button. And then as you exhale, the length that you just created, you're gonna send it back with your arms, with your chest as you open your shoulders. Okay, and then you can even keep walking your blocks even farther away. Or if it's accessible for you, interlace the fingers, but find the opposite grip behind you. Without hyperextending your arms, elongate them. Okay, and then as you continue pressing your left heel into the floor, you can actually keep lifting the lower abdominal and then back bending from your upper body, from your upper chest. Bring your hands to your blocks or to your thigh. Walk your torso forward. Just a moment. Take here to pause. And then if you're ready, right hand to the floor as you lift your back knee. Okay, push the floor away. Drop onto the outer edge of your right foot. Your left big toe can stay just halfway your mat facing left, or stack your left leg on top of the right. Good. As you do that, your left hip crease or your left quadricep, can you face it more towards the wall that you're facing instead of going back? Good, you're here for 3. Firm your lower leg for 2. With your next exhale, plank. Firm your abdominal, rock forward, inhale. Exhale, low push up. Open up your chest, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Cleansing breath, inhale. Open mouth. Seal the lips, breath in. Long breath out. Inhale where you are. Through the nose, breath out. One more breath in. Exhale through your nose. Last one, inhale. Come to your knees, exhale. So find your knees under the hips and then walk your hands to the hips. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around so you can see. You want to keep your toes tucked under behind you, and you can even bring your blocks with you and place them next to your heels. Okay, so your inner thighs, your abductor muscles that you use when you're twisting on chair, you're going to squeeze. When you squeeze those legs, these muscles are the same ones that you want to activate here. Okay, so you're going to do camel pose. Move your shoulders back and away from the ears. Now your hands come behind your back with your palms, with your fingers facing up. So you're just going to gently bring them behind your back. Okay, so your hips stay on top of your knees the whole time, okay, or as much as you can. Now, as you firm your inner thighs, lengthen your tailbone down to your knees. Hands are behind you. Inhale, lift from your waistline, from your belly button. And then with your exhale, slightly lean back. Okay, so your elbows are bending towards one another. Again, keep the back of your neck long so there's no wrinkles on it. Okay, when you're ready, your palms are gently inviting your hips to stay on top of the ankles of the knees. Okay, now this should be plenty, or some of you might be able to hold onto the ankles. Once you have your ankles, your hips maybe went back a little bit. Can you press them forward? Imagine that there's a wall right in front of you and your thighs and the front of your pelvis is gonna touch the wall. You're looking up without dropping the back of your head. You're here for 3. Good, so if you're using blocks, maybe your hands are on the blocks that are next to your ankles for 2. Now exhale, hands to your hips, come up. Untuck your toes, sit back onto the head, onto your heels. And close your eyes, inhale. Open mouth. Get till the lips. And if you feel like a little dizzy, you might want to take a moment here until you feel better to do a second round. So you're actually going to do 2 more, 3 in total. You can do the same thing that you just did with both knees down onto the ground. Or if you want to play with a different variation. Okay, so you're going to keep 1 knee down, 1 leg in front. Okay, and then from here, interlace your fingers behind your back, the way you did earlier on your Anjaneyasana. Move your shoulders back and away from the ears. Now you can see if your fist can rest on the back of the front leg. Good, now so your right leg is in front. Now option to extend your leg. Good, you're going to extend your leg and see if your toes can touch the ground. Good, but your hips are staying on top of the left knee. You're here for 3. Maybe you can bring your fist to your back ankle. You're here for 2. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, come up. Bend the front knee. Ooh, and then step it back. All right, so if you want to look, if you want to do that variation with the front leg extended, you can do that. And maybe pause as I'll show you instead. Yeah, first. So let's say right knee down, left foot in front, but you're gonna come on a little dip on the hips. So tuck your toes behind you, hands behind your back. Inhale, open up your chest. Now you're gonna start to bring your fist on the back of your right leg, and then your left leg extended. Okay, and then from here, maybe you can grab the right ankle. Firm the extended leg. Lift your sternum. Gaze is straight up to the ceiling for 3, 2, and then exhale, hands to the hips, bend the left knee, step it back. Sit onto your heels. Inhale here. Open mouth. All right, so this is your last one. Well, if your second back bend was camel with both knees down, then yeah, you might want to do another one, or your choice. If you're done, you can just stay here. So if you want to do the extended leg variation, we're gonna add on something else. So if you want to look first, so you're gonna send your right foot forward. Okay, so find a little dip on that lunge. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Okay, then start to find your rib cage up. Find the dip. Once you extend the front leg, maybe right hand is on the left ankle, then your left hand reaches up to the ceiling and then extend it to the back. You're here for 3, 2, and then exhale, bring your hand up, bend the front knee, and then step it back. Sit onto your heels for a moment. All right, last one. Come to the knees, step your left foot in front, send your pelvis forward, tuck your toes behind you, interlace your fingers, find the opposite grip, open up your chest. And then when you exhale, start to bring your hips on top of the right knee and then find your hands behind you. Okay, once you're ready, extend your left leg. Now your right hand reaches up to the ceiling and then extend it back. 3. Engage your extended leg for 2. Exhale, slowly bend the knee, come to the floor. Step it back. This time, child's pose. Take a breath, inhale. Open mouth. Breath in through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Come to a seated position with your legs in front. So both legs are extended in front of you. Bend the left knee. Now step your foot outside of your right knee. Right hand reaches up and then in front to grab the left knee. Left hand behind you for a nice gentle twist. You can look towards the back, pressing your sitting bones into the floor. Go as deep as it feels good in your spine. When you're ready, come to center. Extend the left leg. Bend the right knee. Step your foot outside of the left knee. Left arm up. And then exhale forward. Hug the front of the knee. And then your right hand behind you. And take your twist as you press your sitting bones into the floor. Look to the front and keep your big toes touching. This time, externally rotate your hips from underneath it. Inhale with a flat back, lift your hands. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Either grab the back of your legs or the pinky edges of your feet, whatever you can grab. Maybe your first 2 fingers grab into the big toe. If you have a strap, you can bring it over your feet. And then instead of looking to the navel, can you look just slightly in front between the ankles? Then bend your elbows, fold forward. Inhale, come to center, bring your palms together, tuck your chin into your chest. Very slowly come all the way into your back. You can find butterfly legs, Supta Baddha Konasana, so feet together. If this is too much for your hip flexors or for your lower back, maybe take happy baby. Instead, reach for the outer edges of your feet, maybe just the ankles, so that you can lower your sacrum closer to the floor. You can rock side to side. Maybe extend the legs if you feel pretty open. If you practice shoulder stand, you can take your shoulder stand, lift your legs, support your hips or your spine, keeping your toes straight up to the ceiling. For a modified version of it, you can just keep your hands on the floor. Or if you have a block, you can find a block under your sacrum to keep your hips elevated. If you're in shoulder stand, maybe take plow pose with your legs all the way behind your head. If you're in plow pose, come back to your shoulder stand. From shoulder stand, very slowly come all the way into your back. If you're on a block, lift your hips first, remove your block, and then come all the way into your back. Give yourself a full body stretch. Point your toes, take a deep inhale. Open mouth. And bring your arms to the sides with your palms facing up. Close your eyes, final Shavasana. And stay here for as long as you need to, for as long as you can. But if you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. Roll over to one side. And find a seated position with your legs crossed, or maybe sitting on a prop. Find a comfortable place where maybe you choose to stay for a long meditation, or maybe even short, 5 minutes. Focusing on your breath in and out through your nose. But if you're ready to still practice, bring your hands together in prayer. Let's take a cleansing breath. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth. Bow down towards your heart and take a moment to thank yourself for making time out of your day and dedicate it just for you. And with this gesture, I thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. And I thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. Until next time, from my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you.